Good morning, Tottenham fans. It seems like every time I close my laptop, I check the news and have to open it up again and make another video. Tottenham are absolutely cooking at the moment. They are on fire in the transfer window. Within the space of 24 hours, Spurs have signed 2 players. If you haven't heard the news yet, I'm not talking about Kudus. Spurs have just signed Gibbs White as well as Kudus. That is insane. I cannot remember a better 24 hours in the transfer window than this. Spurs are starting to act like a big club. This is what we've wanted for a long time. Now, Levy come out and maybe stupidly so said he wants to win Premier Leagues and he wants to win Champions Leagues. Now, if you're signing players like Kudus and Gibbs White, then you're heading in the right direction. Now, I'm not saying we're going to win the Premier League. I'm not saying we're going to win the Champions League. We're far away from that. But we're heading in the right direction. We're buying the players to improve our first 11. For me, it's another very clever signing, another versatile signing, just like the Kudus signing. He's 25 years old. He's 26 in January. He scored 7 goals and got 8 assists last season in the Premier League. Not a bad return in 34 games. He's an England international now, nominated for PFA Player of the Year. Him and Kudus will be a phenomenal counter-attacking pair. I'm telling you now. If we added Wissa to that, then I'm telling you what forward line we're going to have. The Wissa deal has seemed to have gone quiet. Was the Wissa deal a bit of a smokescreen because we were trying to get Gibbs White in through the back door and not tell anybody? It could have been that. You never know. Now let me tell you why this is a very clever signing. Kulusevski's injured now up until probably November, December time. We don't know what the return time is, but it's a long-term injury. When he does come back, it's going to take him a little while to get match fit, maybe a couple of months even to get match fit. Then you've got James Maddison in the number 10 role as well. And we all know at some point in the season, he's going to roll his ankle and he's not going to be available. So we're going to be left again with no number 10s unless Bergvall can step in there. But having one number 10 playing 2 games a week is not ideal. So it's very clever to sign Gibbs White to play in that number 10 role. He can also play out on the wings, and the same with Kudus. He can play in the 10 role and on the wings too. It gives you multiple cover with quality players to step in. Now, in my opinion, I would play a Gibbs White over a Maddison, over a Kulusevski. A top form Kulusevski, it's debatable. But Gibbs White is more consistent. His work rate is insane. His skill is insane. He hasn't got the best shot on him, but has Kulu got the best shot on him? So for me, he's improved our first 11. Then you've got Kudus playing on the wing. He improves our first 11 straight away. So we're not just buying squad players now. We're buying first teamers. And I've not seen us do this for ages. I know when Van de Ven came in, he went straight into the first team, and so did Maddison. But these guys are already proven, already top quality players. And I'm really looking forward to Frank working with these guys as well, because I seriously believe that Frank will get the best out of Kudus and Matisse Tell on the wings. Those two could be dynamite. Then you've got like Gibbs White, who can really find a pass as well and get them in and behind. He also will be good for Brennan Johnson, playing through balls to Brennan Johnson as well. Something Brennan didn't have last year. I think Solanke will come into his own now because these guys will create space. Solanke doesn't have to do everything himself. He doesn't have to do all the pressing because these guys will press and they will win the ball back. It's looking pretty decent, but does this mean people are going out the door? It makes perfect sense. We'll be able to afford his wages. He's only on 80k a week. Forest missed out on the Champions League, so maybe Gibbs White now wants to step up a level and play Champions League football. Spurs are acting like a big club, like I said at the beginning of the video. Something we've been wanting for a long time. We signed Gibbs White, Kudus, and if Wissa or someone comes in, there's a lot of news talking about Adam Wharton. It's probably fake news. I think it's just getting on the train of Spurs signing loads of players, but That would be ideal. If we signed Adam Wharton to play in the 6, they've got Morgan Gibbs White in the 10, you got Bergvall in the 8, Kudus on the wing. Our team all of a sudden is starting to look phenomenal, and we can then start competing with the big boys. I don't know what's going to happen yet. If I shut my laptop right now, I'm probably going to have to open it in the next 24 hours because we're probably going to sign somebody else. Spurs don't normally do transfer windows like this. They don't. When there's a 60 million release clause, they try haggle it. There was no haggling. It was bang, paid it, gone. I swear it was 1 minute. Oh, we're interested in Gibbs White. It's serious interest. I was like, okay, this might drag on for a few days. I'll make a video on it later. 45 minutes later, I had to make a short video because he's already signed and he's having a medical on Friday. I cannot believe it. They paid the 60 million release clause and bang, that was it. He was our player. And are we getting investment from ENIC maybe? Where's this money coming from? I know we got into the Champions League and we got Champions League money. That's fair enough. But we don't normally bring in top players without selling any. So are ENIC funding this? And by the way, Frank pushed both of these signings. He really wanted both of these signings. He's been following Gibbs White for years. He loves Kudus and wants to work with him. So, wow, is all I have to say. This, like the Spurs fan base, this is the happiest they've been in a transfer window for a long, long time. And, I would go as far as to say, getting a Morgan Gibbs White in is just as strong as getting an Eze in. They're both different kinds of players, but Morgan Gibbs White gives you that extra physicality in midfield. So I think that Frank really likes in his players, And we seem to be signing some big boys as well. We got like over 6 foot defenders, all like coming out of our ears now. Like Phillips is 6'2", Vuskovic is 6'4", Kota Takai is 6'4". Van der Ven, 6'2". There's a theme going on. Brentford had the most crosses in the Premier League last season, and it's looking like we're going to get all the big boys. Morgan Gibbs White scored a few headers from corners, in set plays last season as well. So there is method to this madness at the moment, and I'm just very, very excited now. Now we can start talking about what are we going to do in the Premier League. We still need to get a DM. We 100%. If we did get an Adam Wharton in, then wow, this window is heading towards an 8 out of 10. If we got cover for Udogie as well, then it'd be heading towards a 10 out of 10, because then all of a sudden our squad looks very, very capable. I still think we'll sell players like Richarlison. I still think we'll sell Sonny. As sad as that may seem, I still think we'd sell him. If anything, they've probably already sold him, but not come out of it because they want to go to the South Korean tour. It could be possible. So Sonny may believe him. Richarlison. There's been a bid now from Fenerbahce for Basuma for about 20 million. I'm not sure if they bid, but I think they're interested. And Spurs said they want 20 million for him. So Basuma could be going. Then Ben Davies signed an extra year on his contract, but he's going to be like, I don't know, 6th choice centre-back now. So he may want to leave in the summer anyway. He might want to go. But we might get a little bit of money for him. I don't think we should keep Solomon. I don't think he's going to get in the team now. I don't think we should... Brian Gill definitely go. So there's so much business we have to do outgoings as well. But I'm telling you, this so far... And don't sleep on the signings we've done. We've done Danso, Matisse Tell, Kota Takai, Morgan Gibbs White, Kudus. This is a very, very strong window. We've solved the centre-back problems that we had last year because we were very short when Romero and Van der Ven got injured. But now we've got some capable people coming in to cover for them, if so. And I just think this squad now is looking a lot healthier than it was at the beginning of last season. A lot healthier. There's still things to do. Still need a DM, still need cover at left back. I still think if Richarlison goes, we need a striker. But if the rumours are true and we get a Whistle in as well, 19 Premier League goals last season, then we will definitely be cooking, honestly. So far, I'm so buzzing. And I'm just so happy Spurs are actually starting to make moves. It's that feeling of, when we was watching all the other clubs, they're all like signing, like Chelsea were signing like 3, 4, 5 top quality players. City were doing it. Liverpool signed Florian Wirtz and Frimpong, that was his name, and Arsenal signed Zubamende and Soren Norgard and Kepa, and they were and it looks like they might be signing Gyökeres. That might be on the rails at the moment. I've heard a lot of rumours, but never know. But apparently that might be falling through. It'd be fun if it did. But they're trying to spend 50 million on Madueke. Imagine if they bought Madueke and not Gyökeres. Oh, their fan base would have a meltdown and I would be laughing. Spurs are acting serious. They're acting like a serious club. This is what we've wanted for a long, long time. I still think there's more to happen. There's plenty of time for it to happen. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think, and come on, you Spurs!